What happens if during the course of a deposition where I am questioning a doctor whom you have sued, the doctor does not know the basic anatomy involved in your particular matter? You want to know what happens? Come join me as I share with you exactly what happens. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. Okay, let's say you brought a lawsuit against your doctor claiming that he was careless, causing you significant harm and injury, and now your doctor denies all of your allegations. During the course of your lawsuit, I will have an opportunity to question the doctor whom you have sued. And one of the things that I want to ask the doctor about during this question and answer session is the basic anatomy involved in your particular wrongdoing. Now, why would I do that? Why would I care to show whether or not the doctor has a basic understanding of the fundamental anatomy involved in your particular case? The key reason I want to do that is I want to understand what the doctor's knowledge of medicine is. I'm permitted in a medical malpractice case in New York to ask the doctor about his knowledge of medicine. Not in general, I want to know specifics. Let's say this is a failure to diagnose a nerve injury following surgery. And this doctor whom you've sued is a neurologist. He's a specialist in understanding the nerves in the body. Now, our claim is that this doctor failed to recognize certain things to suggest that you had an injury following surgery. So now, one of the things I want to ask him is, Doctor, tell us about the various nerves involved in this particular area. Let's say it involves some cranial nerves. Well, you should know that there are 12 cranial nerves. So I might want to ask the doctor, Doctor, what is cranial nerve number 6? What does it do? What is its function? What's its purpose? What's cranial nerve number 8? What does that do? And now I'm going to have the doctor explain to me. If the doctor does not have a good understanding of the basic anatomy, the basic fundamental anatomy of the key issues, the key medicine involved in this case, what do you think that does as far as his credibility? How do you think it's going to look in front of a jury when I read them this testimony where I ask him, Doctor, what is cranial nerve number 12? And he's like, I don't know, I'm not really sure. It's been a long time since medical school. Guess what? It's not going to do him any favors. The jury will not look favorably upon a doctor who's supposed to be an expert in this field, who can't even express, who can't articulate exactly what this particular nerve does. That's a problem. And that's one of the key things that I do when I ask the doctor whom you have sued during the course of a question and answer session known as a deposition about his knowledge of the medicine. I really want to understand whether or not this guy is a true expert. Does he really have a good knowledge and a good handle, a good fund of medicine? If he does, great, let's move on. Now I need to ask him other questions. But if it turns out that the doctor is deficient in basic areas of the anatomy involved in your particular case, now it exposes a gaping hole in this doctor's fundamental understanding as to what should be done and creates the opportunity for me to ask him questions about his lack of understanding that in all likelihood had caused or contributed to this patient's injuries in this particular case. So why do I share this with you? I share it with you because nobody sits and explains this to you in these medical malpractice cases in New York about what actually happens during the course of a deposition. You know, I realize you're likely watching this because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen in New York and you are thinking about bringing a lawsuit but have not done so yet because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.